to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Missouri State Bears, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Vols will kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bears offense will have the football first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple of years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Second down, he'll throw it. Grab near the sticks. It's Lloyd. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Bears moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Bears send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. So Tennessee's offense will take the field for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier. He's going to throw deep right side. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Tennessee. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Yeah, and that simple but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Missouri State offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Red pass hits complete. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. And the Bears are in the hurry-up. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Gonna look downfield again. Fires left. Wide open downfield. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Bears are moving quickly down the field.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Bears come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Wants to throw on 3rd down. It's complete. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bears are threatening on 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll move the tight end. Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bears! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point was good. And he takes this from inside the 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squad.
Breaks into the open. brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football somewhere.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Volunteers line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Makes the grab. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Bears will hustle to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The quick out. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. The Bears have it with a 1st and 10.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. The give to the back. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The give to the back. And they swarm him under. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bears come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Green. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Reese. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Unleashes one deep. And they can't quite hook up, trying to make completion in the back corner of the end zone.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Vanderbilt is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jay Cutler, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by just 4 to Florida. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice.
Turning it on. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
Give him 6. Touchdown, Volunteer.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
The ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Bears come to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got an open man. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Trying to run, it's Young. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. He'll keep it himself. Makes his man miss. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Rides the back and leaves it. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Nestled just inside that right upright. It's now a one-point game, 14-13. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, two great vol running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses and some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their third possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. The Volunteers will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. To throw on third. Got it in the middle. It's Reese. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job on the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Young. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Bears heading quickly to the line. Off the play fake. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Bears! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
It was so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And the Vols in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught close to the marker. It's Bennett. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. On the ground, it's Turner. Push down for the tackle.
On defense, when they line up with numbers and they line up on your side, you're ready, it's coming right here, and then all of a sudden they mix in counters and they pull 1 or 2 guys and go back the other direction. That's a really good job by the offense keeping the defense on their heels.
The sure hands, it's Brown. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
The Vols had this offense rolling. A run for the quarterback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. To the air on 2nd down. Has to let this one go off his back foot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Volunteers will punt this one away. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And as we get deep in this first half, a first and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. Quarterback keeps it on the sneak. Touchdown ball! Buckle up, boys. I think more scores are coming.
And I'll tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much in the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. Fires to the big fella. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. With the catch, it's Reese. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got out of trouble and throws. He's got the tight end. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Trying to make magic with his feet. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. This has been a track meet running up and down the field so far, Jesse.
It's amazing for this offense, right? Score a touchdown, go try to get a rest on the sideline. It feels like you blink, and you're right back on the field having to go score another one, David. It just feels like it's going to be that kind of game.
Well, so which defense can kind of change their identity a little bit, get more aggressive? You're giving up yards and touchdowns anyways. Who can get aggressive and maybe create a turnover?
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. Lost one deep down the right side. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And with that miss, still down by a deuce and missing an opportunity to take the lead. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield on first down. Slings it downfield. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a great one today in Knoxville so far. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Got it? Fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
The Volunteers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bennett. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Vols lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
And the Volunteers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wide receiver. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. On the run, fires downfield. Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
Here's the handoff. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Touchdown, Tennessee! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he's got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Bear offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds the tight end.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Got him downfield. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Caught over the middle. It's Young. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Off play action on first down. Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Bears want to crank the tempo.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went. You're not picking up the first.
I hate being that guy to say just take a dive, don't take a hit. When the play is going absolutely nowhere, you might think of that.
First, do no harm, right? And you've already been harmed, so just don't make it worse.
Don't take those big shots unless you know it's for an important situation, goal line, third down, touchdown.
Got his man downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Let's send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The Bears have it with a 1st and goal. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. He'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. That is no good. And they miss the opportunity to draw closer, still down by 5. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Motion from the wideout. Using his legs, it's Turner. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
At some point, enough is enough. This is the guy that's beating me. He's priority number 1. We got to go get him. It's getting later in the 2nd half. I got to go out and make some plays and get my offense the ball back.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. The Volunteers are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to sneak it.
You don't even see quarterbacks under center very often, but when you do, and it's short yardage, you kind of know what's coming, but it didn't matter. Quarterback does a great job. Find some space, keep those feet moving, just fall forward and get that yardage, and he gets the big 1st down.
And the Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. To the air on 1st down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The run from the shotgun. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Holding. Offense.
They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He leaves it with his back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the 2nd half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. We open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Still running at the 40. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Vols are rolling down the field. On the run, it's Turner. Running to Green. There he goes. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
And the Volunteers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll leave it with him. He hurdles a guy. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
So here comes the Missouri State offense. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got a man, it's Lloyd. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Bears in the hurry-up. And off from the shotgun. Just enough there to get it to the 25 and pick up a 2. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
On the ground, it's Young. Fights off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Bears are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wants to throw on third down. And to get rid of it quickly. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's got it. First down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Finds his big tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. They've really controlled the ball on this drive, and the penalty gives them another 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got it on the move. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He'll do it himself. Touchdown, Missouri State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. So here is the Tennessee offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously. Mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Turner. Breaks into the open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
One of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
The Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll move the wide receiver. This is a design run. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front, and guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Finds his big tight end. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold on.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And the Vols look to keep this drive humming. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Going to swing it on second down. Got a man. It's Turner. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown ball. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Northwestern is just getting blown off the field right now, and it may continue to get worse before it gets better. If it gets better. What a shocker today in Evanston. They're trailing by 14 to Iowa. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the Bears want to pick up the tempo.
Yeah, you're just running at a time where you can have these small gains where the clock continues to run. This offense definitely got to have some urgency. Down, late in the game. I need to force some plays, Palmer, probably down the field.
And if you're the defense, you can have that all day. We're going to play big zones. We're going to keep the ball in front of us. We've got the lead. You're going to have to make catches like that and make us miss. But you want to keep throwing those little dink and dunk throws? Have at it, because if you keep doing that, we're going to win the game.
Hold it.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Bunch formation for these receivers. Takes a snap, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Boyd. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That's just not going to get it done, David. At this point of the game, you're trailing. You've got to pick up the urgency, and this offense is going to have to get more aggressive throwing downfield.
They're going to have to take shots, but I know that, right? The defense knows that. I'm going to stay deep, and I'm going to let you complete all these passes underneath because the clock running is my friend.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws to the wideout. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Gets it past the marker. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have got things going here, about to move to 4-1. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to fire on second down. That's reeled in. It's Young. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. The Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He wants a big play here late. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
This is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Tight end now in motion. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So